Good evening and hello YouTube, welcome aboard with Stormus-Furry biker, once again on board Firestorm with a Y. I hope everybody's doing well out there, keeping it safe and rubber side down if you're a fellow biker, and of course legal. I cannot overemphasise that last one enough. Starting out as I always do with a huge shout out to all of my subscribers, old and new. You guys are absolutely fucking awesome. It's a real pleasure and privilege to have you guys, girls, furries, bikers, non-bikers, non-furries, whatever you are on this crazy mixed up planet we call Earth. I have a few other shout outs to send out before I launch into this little video. The obligatory shout out to Steve, Ken and Sue at Bike Talk Training of Nottingham. I'm doing my direct access with them. And you know, if you want to do CBT, A1, A2 or direct access training with them, check out their website, their Facebook page, or give them a call. I'd also like to put a big shout out to two of my favourite furry YouTubers, Artemis Wishfoot, the salty blue collie, who's a good dogger, and I'm pretty sure that he hasn't tried to kill his owner off yet with another load of fucking slippers. He's a good doggo. You're a very good doggo. And of course to T-Lark the fox, who's always T-Larking around. Big shout out to you as well, T-Lark. Hi. Hope to see you at an LFM sometime. I have two other personal shout outs. One is to my friend Alex Deeren, Jackson Scott May. Very talented artist. Very, very talented artist. And also, I'd like to put a shout out to my friend Dakota Jones, who's currently convalescing at home after a little bit of an accident. He got hit by a train, bless him. And yeah, he was taken to hospital, and after the surgeries, he has unfortunately had one of his legs amputated. But hi Dakota, wishing you speedy recovery. Get yourself well soon, yeah? And thanks for watching. So, tonight's video. This weekend coming, I am on a very long ride. Namely, I'm taking Firestorm all the way down to East Anglia and back in a day. 300 fucking miles in one day on a 125. Yep. Some might call that crazy, others might call it ludicrous. Well, I've done it before on Misty a couple of times, so you know, it's doable. Should be a little bit quicker this time with Firestorm though, if I'm honest. The context of this video though is preparing yourself and your bike for long journeys. Because people say you can't do long trips on a 125, but as I just mentioned, I've done Nottingham to Ipswich and back. That's a round trip of 300 miles. I've done it twice before already, you know. And whether it's successful or not depends on quite a few factors. First factor, your bike. There are certain things you should do to make sure your bike is ready for it. It's basically a little bit of a checklist, you know. First thing you check, make sure you've got plenty of fuel. BMWs. Secondly, check your oil. If you're running low, top it up. If your oils are black as soot, change it, and the filter as well. Check your brakes. Make sure you've got enough meat on your brake pads. It's easier to do with disc brakes than it is with drum brakes, because you can see your brake pads with disc brakes as opposed to drum brakes where they're sealed within the drum. However, there should be an indicator on the outside of the brake drum to give you an indicator of where the wear line is, as to when your brakes have worn too much, you know, and you've done all the adjustments you can. You can't get any more fucking life out of your brake shoes. Check your tyre pressures. It may not seem a lot, but tyre pressures do make a big difference, especially to fuel economy. The trick with long trips is maintaining a steady speed. And there's also another part which I'll go into shortly. So we'll cover the basics of the bike. If you're carrying a lot of luggage, you know, you might want to up your suspension preload a little bit, because by carrying luggage you're going to be lowering the back of the bike, which can also put your mirrors out of sync, so you'll need to adjust them as well. There's lots of little, you know, all these little adjustments and things to do before you go on a long ride. It may seem like an exhaustive list, but trust me, it's worth going through. So you've checked your bike. Another thing is, do not rely on satellite navigation. So I know this is going to sound very old fashioned, very old school, but I carry with me whenever I go on long trips, I carry a map. An actual physical map of the United Kingdom, because I find that a lot easier to work with than, you know, using my phone. Believe me when I say it's actually better than using your phone, because you can usually get a better fix on where you are. You can usually get a better fix on where you are from a road map than using a phone or sat nav. Plus, it's good if you do get completely fucking lost and you can't find where you are. On a phone, more chance you find yourself on a map. Like I say, it's old-fashioned, yes, but it works. I have a saying: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Besides, you can also pick out alternative routes on the fly by using a road map, instead of, you know, relying constantly on your phone and satellite navigation. Also, it makes you more savvy as a biker for finding directions and that. Other things to pack with you: your phone charger. You know, you never know if your phone battery is going to die, and you find something you can stop off, charge it the first opportunity you get. You know, phone batteries can be reliable, they can be unreliable, they can be an absolute fucking nightmare. Sony Xperia Z1, good example of that. But if you plan yourself a couple of stops, I tend to use biker cafes or cafes in little villages and that, because I find them better value for money, a lot better value for money. Especially for food and drink, they do actually represent much better value for money, or VFM as I call it. And, you know, they're generally a lot more welcoming towards bikers than these bigger places, who seem to be set more for fucking, you know, cars and truckers and bikers. But then that's just my view on it. But, you know, essentially, that's all there is. Just, a lot of it is all good planning. And, you know, if you plan it all right, you can enjoy yourself. It could be a really thoroughly enjoyable journey. And especially if you get on with maps, it could be the beginning of something completely new and refreshing for you. And that's the way I see it. Anyway, I think that's everything covered I can think of, really. So, without further ado, adieu. This is the Stormus, the furry biker, signing off, saying thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see and heard, throw me a like. If you got something to say, as long as it's not fucking anachronistic, archaic or evil, throw me a comment. And furthermore, if you want to join me for more weird, wacky, crazy adventures on Firestorm with a Y, and you like what the Furry Biker says, I might actually have to do that as a series, the Furry Biker says. Yes. Then click that fucking subscribe button, which I think is somewhere down that side of the screen. Yeah, somewhere down there. Oh, I might put an arrow or something, you know. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being a part of the Furry Bikers adventures, and I will see you on my next video. So until next time, everybody, keep it safe, keep your rubber side down out there if you're a biker, nice and legal, and I'll see you on my next video. So until next time, folks, farewell, goodbye, and bye!